TitleMatchNetwork.com.
Once you learned that WCW had been canceled, the story is that you tried to negotiate a TV deal with Fox, but were unsuccessful. What was the reality behind the story, and how deep did those negotiations go?
I had previously, when we were looking at purchasing WCW initially, I think it was around that time, I had a couple conversations with executives at Fox who had expressed a lot of interest.
Right.
But I didn't pursue it because we were doing the deal with Turner. And once Kellner made his decision and the wheels completely fell off, I may have reached out to them again and tried to resurrect the talks, but I honestly, I don't recall.
How valuable was WCW without the TV slots?
No, it wasn't. To anybody but Vince. I mean, what are you going to do with, 5 or 6 years with a wrestling program unless you have a wrestling company?
Would you still have wanted to purchase the company without TV if you could have, or no?
No.
No. Okay. Do you regret that WWE ended up with all the assets?
That, then probably. Now I'm actually kind of glad because it's the best platform to expose some pretty great stuff to the largest percentage of an audience that otherwise would never have seen it.
When did you first decide you wanted to try and buy WCW?
Yeah, shortly after that, when it was obvious, might have been before that. I don't remember the timing of that, but it was clear to me that there was just no way to pull the nose up on this thing. The wheels were off. The wheels were off. There was no rudder. It was just going down, and it's just the only thing that made sense.
Talk about the process of putting together investors and why you believe that the deal was a done deal. Did you believe it was a done deal?
No, it was a done deal. We had a signed letter of intent.
Yeah.
we had done close to $750,000 worth of legal due diligence. Everything was done. So it wasn't just a feeling. As far as the process, Jason Hervey, who I was friends with, was working for a company called Mandalay at the time. Peter Guber. Peter Guber is one of the most prolific, renowned producers in Hollywood. Controversial, but prolific. And Peter's company, Mandalay Entertainment, Mandalay Sports, was very successful. And through him, I had met Brian Bedell. Brian and his partner, Steve Greenberg, had a tremendous amount of success building and selling media properties, and made the introduction. And I went in and had the conversation with him, and we talked, and they got excited about it, and we made a deal.
What was your reaction when you learned that Jamie Kellner had canceled all wrestling programming on Turner?
I was shocked because I was literally in Hawaii with my family because the sale was going through. We had corporate meetings. We did conference calls with Wall Street. I mean, it wasn't just, conversation in a room by ourselves. It was pretty official. And I knew that my life was going to become pretty intense again. And it had been for a number of years. And I just thought, you know what? I've got some time right now. I'm going to take my kids to Hawaii and spend some time with my wife because I know it's going to be another year before I'm going to be able to come out from underneath this. So I was in Hawaii having a cocktail on the beach, getting a suntan, and on my phone rang and said, "Eric, it's over." So what do you mean it's over? What's over? I said, "Deal, it's over with. Get the fuck out of here. It's not over. We got a deal." Not anymore. They took the distribution off the table, which meant the $67.5 million deal that we had put together was now worth about 85 cents.
How did you handle it?
And another cocktail.
And another.
I'm kidding.
Right.
I'm kidding. I don't remember. I was pretty, I was deflated and, disappointed, depressed probably, but.
Do you think that ever would have happened if Ted were able to maintain power?
No. None of that would have ever happened if Ted would have been able to maintain power.
There's rumors of your plans had you taken WCW over. So let's discuss some of those and let's see what's true and what's false. Some of the rumors that you were going to hire Joey Styles and Don Callis to become the new Nitro Announce team.
I had conversations with both of them. It's probably true.
RVD coming in at all?
I don't recall.
John Muse was going to become, I guess, one of the bookers there.
Who?
John Muse. He's a Michigan indie booker.
Never heard of him.
Okay. You were going to pretty much remove a lot of the bigger names, like Nash Hogan. I'm sorry, let me retract that. All of the bigger names that have been removed from TV, like Nash Hogan and et cetera, would be coming back into a big angle.
I probably would have figured out something, but I don't think I had anything in my pocket.
The company was going to be relocated to Vegas with all TV tapings being held there on a weekly live basis.
That was something we were looking at. I don't know that we'd ever really nailed that down, but that was part of the discussion we were having initially.
Okay. And house shows were going to be completely eliminated.
I don't know that that was true.
What is there anything you get blamed for in the business that really bothers you on a personal level?
Not on a personal level. I mean, I get frustrated again with just the baseless narrative and the fictional narrative that is sometimes put out there. I do get frustrated. I'm human, and I read these things and go, "What the fuck are you talking about? You have no idea what you're talking about." And I get a little frustrated because people say it, and I get even more frustrated because people assume it's true. Um, but I don't take it personally.
What do you think your true legacy should be in the business?
Is a guy that helped bring the professional wrestling business to a level that it had never been before and probably never will be again.
Well, I want to thank you for being here today. It was a great interview and wish you the best of luck in the future.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
TitleMatchNetwork.com